mentally ill person who takes a gun, goes to school, and shoots kids. It is a mentally ill person who takes a gun to a rally and attempts to assassinate the next president of the United States. It is a mentally ill person who takes a gun to a college campus and assassinates a man who's there to debate and talk about life and shoots him in front of his 2 kids and his wife. And it is a mentally ill person who celebrates it. I am sick and tired of talking about the guns. We need to talk about the mental health. The guns, the how, it doesn't matter anymore, because you want to know what? Anybody who really wants to will find a way. There are BOMBs, there are knives, there are cars. There are 1,000,001 ways that you could get rid of somebody. And the fact we are still talking about the how doesn't make any sense. We need to talk about the why. Why do you have it in you to hurt somebody that badly? Why does somebody disagreeing with you politically mean they have to die? That is fascism. Why does somebody not agreeing with you or criticizing you in any way mean you need to ruin their lives or take it? My gun would never be used in a school shooting because I don't have that in me. I would never hurt children. I would never hurt anybody, really, if I didn't have to, but specifically children. So we're talking about mentally ill human beings. We don't need to be talking about the guns. We need to be talking about what is wrong with these people. If I handed you my gun tomorrow and said, here you go, are you going to go shoot up a school? The majority of people would say no, because just possessing a gun does not make you feel like you need to go hurt people. There's something psychologically wrong with these people. You should be so self-assured in who you are that nothing I say to you could hurt your feelings. You could never call me a bigot. You could never call me a racist. You could never call me a fascist. You couldn't call me homophobic. You can't call me fat. You can't call me ugly, because I'm not. I'm not. So you can spew that all you want at me and it would never work. So why does it work on you? You have to know who you are. You have to be okay with who you are. And if you're not, you either need therapy or you need to make some changes. Hurting people is never the answer. You should never feel this overwhelming rage when somebody disagrees with you. We should be able to sit across a table from each other and have a discussion about politics and it not be angry and spiteful and hateful. And the fact that we can't, that speaks to something deeper. Because it's part of our lives. This is our livelihood. This is our country. This is where we live. Every decision that is made affects us. And if we can't have a conversation about it, we are going to go nowhere in this world. I cannot believe that there are people actually cheering, celebrating this man's death. That is a mental illness, and you need therapy. You need therapy, and thank you for identifying yourself, because I have blocked every single person I've seen doing it, because you scare me. You scare me. You are the kind of person that would do something like this, who is happy someone is dead because they disagree with you. You are the kind of person that would do something like this, and you can't convince me otherwise. Because anybody who would never is actually shocked and appalled that this is happening. That this happened. We have to do better. You have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and know that you're a good person and know that nobody could ever tell you differently because you know who you are. We have to get to that point as a society. Anyway, I'm probably going to lose friends, followers. I don't really have that many anyway. I don't care. This is so far out of the realm of what I normally talk about, but I cannot, in good faith, sit by and not discuss this. We have to keep talking. We cannot give up our freedom of speech. We cannot let them censor us. We cannot let them override the conversation. We have to keep talking. And we need to be respectful when we do it.
Listen, she was absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. Somebody go give my girl Savannah James an apron, because she was chefing it up. She was absolutely chefing it up. Speaking 100% facts, man, and that's why I just sat back, I shut up and just let her speak, because I couldn't have said it any better. I couldn't have said it any better. It's not the gun, it's the person holding it. And you know, it's funny because Charlie Kirk actually said something, and this clip actually went pretty viral after the fact. Actually, I think I posted it as a YouTube short as well. So if you don't watch my YouTube shorts, definitely check them out. And if you're not subscribed to the second channel, definitely go and subscribe to the second channel. The link is down below. It's called Extra Rich. Okay, extra rich. Link is down below in the description. But he said, at the core of the left is someone who would use the sword if they had it. And that was most definitely true. And it remains true, right? We've seen it time and time again. Someone who would use the sword if they had it. You know, and it's just absolutely crazy that we keep talking about the how, right? How did they do it? How did they do it? Well, they did it with the gun. They did it with the gun. They did it with the gun. And nobody's talking about why. Especially folks on the left. I think a lot of us on the right are talking about why, right? But nobody on the left wants to talk about why. What is happening to these individuals to where they feel, I have the sword, now I'm going to go use it. Not against, a target at target practice at the range, but I'm going to go use it against one of my fellow humans. Not someone who's actively shooting at me or actively firing at me or actively seriously threatening bodily harm to me, but somebody who's merely speaking something or saying something that I don't like. That's the person that I'm going to go use it against. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Sad stuff. Really, really sad stuff. I had something else I was going to say about that as well, and now I just drew a complete blank in my mind. The left, I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And I love the fact that she pointed out, like, yo, just because you take away the gun doesn't mean they won't do it with something else. There's 1,000 different ways to hurt someone. There's 1,000 different ways. You could use a car. Are we going to get rid of cars? You could use a knife. Are we going to get rid of knives? You could use scissors. Are we going to get rid of scissors? And the list goes on, right? So it's just like, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it with the nonsense. But, of course, the agenda is to take away the weapons. That's the agenda. Anyway, here's another clip of another young lady speaking some truth. Check it out.
When will y'all admit... Oh, I almost spilled my coffee. When will y'all admit that killing somebody over the words coming out of their mouth, their religious or political views, is a form of fascism? Y'all are about fascism constantly, and you cannot give us a single actual example of how the right is fascist. And y'all are killing people and celebrating it and calling us fascists. That was mean. I'm autistic, I can say, but that was mean. You're just incredibly misguided, and I apologize for being mean. I'm loud. And I was loud for the left. I was a loud Democrat. Back in 2020, I got the COVID-19 vaccine, and I said that you are evil if you don't get it. And now I have a clinical medical heart condition that is an actual hindrance on my life that I did not have until after I got that, which technically has nothing to do with what I'm saying, but forcing people, I was forced to get I was going to be fired from my job. I was trying to schedule appointments that I was not allowed to schedule until I got them, and forcing people to get stuff injected into their body against their consent. Oh, it's my body, my choice, until it's your choice. Yes, it makes no sense to me, but I digress. I was supposed to stop swearing, so actually, I need to relax. But, it's fascism. It's a form of fascism. Y'all are forcing people to conform. You are trying to force people to believe a certain way. You are trying to force people to say certain things, and you're gonna freaking kill them if they don't conform. You're going to ostracize them, cut them out from your lives. Convince everybody else to cut them out from their lives. You are a cult. No Republican has simply cut off people that they love from their lives because of their political views. Only Democrats do that. And as a former Democrat, I did that. Stop lying. I will be so much louder. So much louder. Now, than I was back in 2020. You don't know how loud I can get. I work at Spirit Halloween, but part-time job. I work with 4 and 5-year-olds, and they're freaking loud. They're loud. If I can get my voice above theirs, I can get my voice above yours real fast.
The truth that needed to be spoken. Yet again, the irony of the folks who claim that us on the right are X, Y, and Z, it's actually them. You know, they call us Nazis and Hitler and all of this other stuff, but what did Hitler do to people that he wanted silenced? It's a rhetorical question. We all know the answer to that. What does the left do when they want people silenced? They kill them. We watched it happen. We all saw it. And if you haven't seen it, I highly advise you not to look up that horrific video. And then they cheered for it. They clapped. They laughed. They mocked. They made fun of. And said he deserved it. And anybody else who likes him deserves it too. Does that sound like someone who is Hitler-like? Or does that sound like someone who's the complete opposite? That sounds like you want to be a baby Hitler to me. That's what it sounds like to me. You know? Absolutely crazy talk, man. Absolutely crazy talk. And it's, like I said before, it's one of the things that I've realized in this journey because, like her, I myself used to be a Democrat. And, you know, one of the things that I learned along this journey of discovering the truth is that Democrats accuse Republicans of doing or being exactly what Democrats actually are, or doing exactly what Democrats are actually doing. The Biden administration, YouTube itself, this very platform that you are watching this video on, admitted that the Biden administration pressured them to censor conservatives. Is that not fascist? Is that not Hitler-like? Ooh, we're going to silence these people. But yet they always accuse us of being that. But there's documentation. It's been documented. Have people forgotten that the left clapped and cheered and pushed on for a sitting president to be banned off of social media? Since when has that ever happened? Oh, the dictator, Donald Trump. You know, they always say he's a dictator. But y'all took him off of social media. You banned him. He was the sitting president at that time. Like him, hate him, or love him. He was a sitting president and y'all took him off of social media and yet you still call him the dictator? It makes absolutely no sense. None of it makes any sense to begin with because these same people that call him a dictator are posting videos online calling him a dictator. If he was a real dictator, what do you think he would do to you if you posted a video talking negatively about him online? What would happen to you if you were in Russia and you posted a video talking negative about Vladimir Putin online? What about North Korea? If you went out on the corner in North Korea or posted a video online while you were in North Korea, what do you think would happen to you? You know, in countries where there's real dictators. Like, it never makes any sense. It never makes any. Well, Trump is a dictator. Yeah, but you just posted that video online. So if he was really a dictator, you'd be gone within the hour. Last time I checked, you still making videos, so he ain't no dictator. Makes absolutely no sense. Oh, Trump and Republicans are fascists, but yet you're the ones killing conservatives. I'm going to let that rest. Y'all stay safe out there. Share this video. Hit that like button, okay? Leave a comment for the algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. Peace and love. I'm out.